What's good, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bros and Cons. As usual, my name is Iron. This is
Retrospect.
This is the show where opinion is law.
But only because we say so.
Exactly. So we're gonna jump into this. Before we get into that, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification so you can get these videos each week. We're gonna come at you with some new topics, all kind of controversial things, and always make sure that you comment and let us know your top 5. All right?
Yes, sir.
Today we are talking about top 5 black sitcoms, and it's basically of all time, like what you watched in a sense. Well, what we watched, not necessarily all time. There's a lot of videos.
It's hard.
So, hard list to make, but we got it done. As usual, we start with Bro Retrospect. What you got, number 5?
Okay, my number 5 is, oh Lord, don't attack me for this, but The Cosby Show.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm talking about Mr. Huxtable, not Mr. Bill Cosby, okay?
Not Mr. Cosby, Mr. Huxtable.
Mr. Huxtable, that show gave me hope, like...
Cliff.
Exactly, Cliff Huxtable. Gave me hope, like, you know what? You know, black families are cool, and we're not all poor and, like, crazy.
We can actually live solid lives.
And have a good job, like a doctor.
We ain't all gangbanging and rapping.
That's crazy!
What?
Man, what's your number 5?
Honestly, bro, it was a spinoff of the Huxtables, and my number 5 is A Different World.
That's different.
Different World was a solid show, and it really just accurately described the black college experience. It was an HBCU after the second season, which they did. They started off with everybody, and then the second season it was like only black people. But it was cool because it was like it showed you the realistic look at like a black college experience and the college experience in general too. Like you gotta take care of bills, you gotta take care of classes, you gotta take care of books. Oh, you gotta get a job. Like it was like you actually showed you what growing up, going to college should look like, you know.
Yeah.
And it would prepare you more for stuff like that. And then they had probably one of the best character development I've seen in the show in a very long time, along with a really good love story with two people who literally hated each other the first 3 seasons.
Sounds like me and most women I know.
I'm going to leave that one alone. On that note, what's number 4?
I would say my number 4 is, I got tired of people saying this to me growing up, but Everybody Hates Chris. This dude, honestly, I could have played that role. And we already know that theme song. We ain't trying to hear all that. Bleep him out. You can't, and then just put a panda bear around his face or something. But anyway.
What the bleep bleep?
Panda. But what's it called? Yeah, so I like Everybody Hates Chris. Honestly, I could have played that role. I could. Like, we grew up the same race.
And your name is Chris.
And I'm Chris. I'm just as skinny. I taught me. Not like Chris Rock, but I could be just like him.
I think he's buffer for you now, though. He had a movie that came out in 2020.
Yeah, he's all swole and stuff like that, and I'm just like hurt.
But you still Chris. Yeah.
I'm the real Chris.
Exactly.
Everybody loves Chris. What's your number 3?
Changing the narrative. My number 3. We're at 4, right?
That's what I said.
Okay. So, number 4 on my list. Family Matters.
Family Matters.
Number 4 is Family Matters. Man, Urkel, did I do that?
Man, that dude was annoying.
And just like Days of Our Lives, where all of a sudden it's a new person, you got Stefan out of nowhere. I was like, black people don't do that.
No, the thing about the thing about Family Matters, I'm like, what the heck happened to the little girl? How you write a little girl out and like give no explanation?
She got black hand bill.
Black and Bill got replaced.
She at least got replaced.
Like, this little girl just got erased. Like, they never had a little sister. Like, what the heck? What happened?
True, bro. It just disappeared. But I mean, you know, overall, the love story was cool between Urkel and Laura. And, you know.
Yeah, but the love story wasn't cool with the production and Jamie. What's her name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's all good. We're gonna skip over those hurtful topics. Anyway, number 3, bro. What you got?
Let me go back to this because I commit nothing to memory. Oh, man, these last 3 kids all used to be number 1, but My Wife and Kids.
Oh,
man.
3?
3.
3. And what's that right there? What?
Oh, classic Wayans brothers. You know what I'm saying? Damon, like, it's just, I mean, what do I need to say about that show? It's classic. You laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's actually later on in my list. Yeah.
Which next on your list?
Number 3, the Wayans brothers. That's my...
Alright.
Wayne's
That's
Brothers.
later on my list, too.
Like he said, man, Electronic Relaxation being played as the intro theme by a Tribe Called Quest. Man, solid show. Both of the comedy from both of the Wayne's Brothers were just hilarious. You know, of course, Pops.
Bang, 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 bang.
R.I.P. John Witherspoon. Bang, 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 bang.
Exactly.
That episode where my love goes, bang, bang, bang.
Oh my God, let's not talk about that. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump into my number 2 just because it's literally the same thing as the Wayans Brothers. Like, you can't go wrong. Like, their style that they're doing, that they did, is what we were starting to do in 2013 with the little locks and the fade. You know what I'm saying? And just like, even the clothes, like, man, they're classic. You can't go wrong.
This is where it shows that we know each other way too well. Because my number 2 is my
What kids? We just flipped our 2 and 3.
Just flipped it, man. The show was just hilarious, man. Like, and, you know, like same thing happened. They had the dark skinned Katie and got lighter Katie out of nowhere.
I mean, but not lighter Katie.
Like, lighter Katie was actually funny. She was, but
pretty. Not because she's light skinned, because she was just a
we're not colorist. So like, we're gonna put that.
I know, like for example, I love the dark skin on Bill more than the light skin one. Not because she's dark, but because she's a better actress.
And I am chocolate.
Yeah. I don't like you very much though.
Hey, you know what?
Because of your skin.
It's cool, man. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So, okay. So before we get to number 1, we gotta make sure we throw in the honorable mentions. All right.
All right.
So you want to start? Or you want me to start?
I'll start. My number 1 would be the Steve Harvey Show and Smart Guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reasons as to what?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be one-sided. So, for me, honorable mention would be One-on-One. Man, like I grew up playing basketball, and you know, the show about basketball was actually pretty dope. The relationship he had with his daughter was cool. I liked it up until season 3, where they went to like Venice Beach and it just kind of went off the rails. They got rid of Vince Washington. It wasn't a good choice in my opinion. Yeah. Second thing was Half and Half, the show. Although it was more of like a girl show, however, the girls were cute, so I watched. And then they worked at a record label, so it was like, it peeled into my interest in music, so it was pretty dope to keep up with that.
One of the sisters is the sister in Smart Guy.
Yes. She wasn't my favorite though. I was fire. So, sorry babe. Anyway, along with that, we gotta have an honorable mention to Martin because it was a hilarious show. At times it was a bit much for me though. Like it was like quite immature in some episodes to the point where I just couldn't really stick with it as much as I could the other shows in my top 5.
Yeah.
Let's get down to number 1. Right? I think that genre, I'm pretty sure we have the same thing. Let's get it like that.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah.
Solid show, start to finish.
Start to funny.
Start to funny, for real, man. The Carlton.
I know.
But they also have like examples of just like some real life stuff, like real episodes. Episode where Will took a bullet from Carlton and it just like it got real deep. Episode where Will's dad came back and then left again, and like that epic speech that he gave. Still to this day, Carlton took speed.
Yeah.
Like they talk about some real stuff, man, and it was just, it was a great all-around show. Along with being funny as heck too, you know.
It was a nice balance. It also felt like, you know, just kind of one of the first of its kind, especially at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like this rapper having a TV show was a nice balance of like comedy and some informative information, like especially episodes that talk about like Black history and stuff like that. But honestly, if I'm being truthful, like I mainly enjoyed the seasons with the dark skin on Viv.
Yes.
Maybe it's because it was different writers.
She was dope.
I mean, she brought something to the table, but the writing was different. I felt like from season 4 to 6, it was just kind of just sillier
and the
satire of what the first 3 seasons
itself
were.
like took a backseat, basically. Like Black on Viv was like in the forefront. Like you saw her every episode. She had funny lines and everything. And then they recast it, and she kind of just became forgettable. You know, like okay, that's a Bill.
Yeah.
Cool. You know.
And then Will just became silly and kind of stopped progressing. Like the character development, everyone was nice, and then they kind of all just became caricatures of what they created in the first 3 seasons.
Yeah. Man,
But, you know, all around, I love that show. It's like one of my first rappers that I started listening to because he didn't cuss. My parents let me listen to it.
Solid moments like back up.
Everyone.
Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business.
Classic moments. Let us know your classic moments for any of these shows that we listed. Let us know your top 5 lists. You know
Let us
what I'm
know your
saying?
top 5 in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Not everything that mentioned is honorable, and not everything honorable is mentioned. So if you got something you want to add in, let us know. Feel free to comment. Please be respectful in the chat, though. But yes.
And if you hate this list, let us know. Anyway.
Right.
We'll catch you next
Guess
episode.
what? I don't care. All right, guys. See you later. Peace.